It's a nice snowy morning for this this 1.5K that I'm about to enter, the Fusion 1.5K. Oh, it feels good. I haven't played Paper Magic in months. Well, most of my cards are foil. So what was supposed to happen is I was supposed to get the feature match over there, but my opponent didn't show up, so I got a free win for nothing. But unfortunately, no free feature match. So I've been scouting, and there are like 2 twinless twin decks in this room, and I have no dismembers. So just came off my round 2 win against my opponent, who was playing something somewhere between a blue-eye control deck and a Jeskai Tempo deck. Game 1 was very interesting because I played around Supreme Verdict the entire time, but he had so much spot removal, you know, Lightning Bolt, a ton of Path to Exiles. I was like, this guy cannot be playing blue-eye control. And after he killed enough of my creatures, I said, okay, I'm going to empty my hand. Supreme Verdict's me. I'm like, wow, so you do have it in your deck. And then shows me a Spell Queller later, and so it looked like it was something in between the 2 archetypes. I got through there in the end with just enough damage. Harbinger was a key player, bouncing the Spell Queller over and over again. And then in game 2, he kept a 1-lander that did not get there. So we're 2-0 so far. So I just finished losing to Mono Green Tron. I got punished for not having the Tectonic Edges in my sideboard. I don't know. Unified Will is pretty good against that deck as well because I can counter Thragtusk, which is ridiculously annoying. Game 1, I just basically got rolled. I had no interaction. Game 2, my opponent mulliganed down to 4 and almost made a comeback. When they had 10 mana up, I thought I would get Ugin to death, but they didn't have Ugin. They just had something that I could counter. I can't remember what it was. And then in game 3, I kept a land-heavy hand with some interaction, but unfortunately, it wasn't good enough. It was a weird game. You know, I had things. I had Spreading Seizes, I had counter spells, but my opponent played like 2 Nature's Claims and had an Oblivion Stone, and I couldn't interact with it. And I drew more lands, and then my opponent played 2 Thragtusks, and that basically did me in. On to round 4. So round 4, I'm up against Grixis Delver. That's a matchup I haven't seen in a while. In game 1, I Spreading Seas their black source. They had Tassigers and Gurmag Anglers and all sorts of other black spells for days. They didn't play into those things. Game 2 was a little awkward because on the draw I had a ton of gas, but only 1 land and an Ether Vial. They thought seized the Ether Vial away. I thought I was in trouble, but I sided in Gut Shots, and they played some Delvers, and I played the Gut Shots against the Delvers, and I saw another land. And I started playing creatures, and then all of a sudden, my opponent didn't have any interaction for it. I got rid of the Delvers, and that was about it. We just rolled them with the creatures. So if I can win my next game, I probably can draw into top 8, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, we had a super long, grindy game against Abzan. Game 1. My opponent just had 4 lands and just infinite removal, and I could not deal with that. That wasn't. Spreading Seas would have been great that game, but I didn't draw it.
Spreading Seas last game, even.
Yeah. Game 2, I'm the one who stopped at 4 land and had infinite threats. And game 3 was a very interesting match that basically came down to. My opponent was stuck on 4 lands, had a decent chunk of removal, but I had a ton of creatures on. Yeah, we gotta go check.
Might even be us playing.
Go check the standings. Next one, I'm hoping to draw in to top 8. So let's see what's. My tiebreaker is like if I draw, I'll be at 13, and I'll probably beat all the 10. Like probably. Well, I don't even know if I'll beat City. No, look at that win percentage. It looks weird. It's right at 50. Look, Keenan Brown at 53. Oh no. Maybe I can't.
So there's okay, there's 8.
Yeah, we're gonna play it out. There's too many people at the X1 and 1 bracket. Really good tiebreakers. If we draw, then like those guys are gonna beat us. Yeah, if I didn't have the tap card, Water Trap Weaver just trapped a Reality Smash against Eldrazi Tron for the victory. Merfolk makes another top 8. Whoever's the guy who bought out all the foil Water Trap Weavers, they're a genius. They're gonna go from 25 cents to 35 cents. So while the round is still going on, I gotta get reinforcements. Gotta eat something. Gotta stay fed. We're gonna go on to 7-Eleven. I love 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven has tons of really quick food that you can buy. And probably I'm also gonna pick up a tea at Tim Hortons. Gotta keep caffeinated for those top 8s. And I like tea in general anyway. So I'm gonna see what we got at 7-Eleven. One concerning thing going on right now is that I'm gonna be second seed. And that's not good because Devin Wise is playing Elves, and he's either going to be the 7th seed or the 8th seed. Some chance he could be knocked out, but like it feels like there's a 50-50 chance I could be paired up against Elves in the top 8. But we got the gut shots. We got gut shot in my deck, so it's not completely hopeless. $7-Eleven special right there. Time to pick up a nice extra large green tea. So I got my tea, and maybe we should talk a little bit about how that match went. It wasn't actually an Eldrazi Tron deck, it was just an Eldrazi aggro deck. The guy plays like Eldrazi Mimic, and actually Simian Spirit Guides to ramp out Reality Smashers or Chalice of the Void. And those cards aren't very good against me, especially in game 1. So anyway, game 1 was sort of grindy. He put me in a situation where I had to top deck a Lord in order to tap down his creatures to get in enough damage to win. Otherwise, he would win the next turn. I did draw that. I did draw a creature and did win. But in game 2, he came out super fast. Turn 2, Eldrazi Mimic. Turn 3, Simian Spirit Guide into Simian Spirit Guide. Reality Smasher hit me for 10. But I came back with, I had a Meridri in play, untap, play Water Trap Weaver, untapped a land, tapped the Reality Smasher, and then played Harbinger of the Tides, bouncy Eldrazi Mimic, and the guy was just tempoed out. Could not come back from that in the Merfolk one. Water Trap Weaver, people. It's going to be big.
So.
Yeah, so White's going to delve 6 for Angler. But I think he's just delaying the inevitable here.
I think he's found a way to live.
Yeah.
But
you're just playing to live. You're not really playing to win. You're just dead on the next
it's definitely not
Alpha
good.
Strike, so it's tough.
So Flameblade Phoenix. Oh, he's got attack. He didn't attack with it earlier in the tournament. Okay. So I think he forgot that it had that line of text, but this doesn't matter, does it? He's at 5 here.
Yeah, White's is just trying to, like, 3/3 mutable blocks 2/1.
Blood Gas can't block anyway, so this is like you're gonna
you
send that guy
just attack
sideways
anyways, because why not?
So
he's gonna bolt down the Master Pro Dredden.
He has a Curse Catcher in play though, right? Like this doesn't actually
play according to how the rules work, right?
Yeah. So John opts to not save his.
Yeah, I think John just values the extra points of damage with the Crystal Catcher.
Yeah, but it's more damage with the Master of Pearl Trident, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I guess he just has another one, so...
Yeah. Lord is game.
Yeah.
Yep, Lord.
Service. So, okay, guys, so Nikachu wins that game 1-0.
Lord isn't as menacing anymore because he only has 4 points of damage.
The thing that's scary, though, is you just have to be careful, right? Like, you've lost all your pressure here.
Yeah.
So...
And that's kind of the problem for John White's deck, too. It doesn't top deck very well, because a lot of the cards depend on the other to be enabled. Like, Flamewake Phoenix is an okay top deck, Blood Gas is
Oh, man, and the second Aether Vial, it's not what you want. If you're a fan of Nikachu, that's not what you want to see here.
Yeah. And for those curious, John Zacek does definitely have an island in hand.
So, why didn't John White attack there? I guess he didn't want to feign it, so... Okay, and wow.
Good top deck.
And that card opens the game right up. It's going to be for 4.
Devotion for 4, counting in Spreading Seas.
So it looks like he's going to the face there. Does he have the burn? Did we just miss it?
I don't believe so.
I guess he's playing around the 2 curse catchers that are still in play here. So, he does. I see another lightning bolt, Kevin.
So he's just trying to sequence his burn spells. He's
got to use red mana. One of those is an island.
So for those of you who are unfamiliar with Master Waves, it's a 2/1 that produces elementals according to the amount of devotion. So John Zacek had 4 devotion, and each elemental is a 1/0, but they all get pumped up to 2 1s since Master Waves is on the field. So the 2/1 blue elementals currently.
I'll pull that card up for you guys right now. Also, randomly pumps Mutavault. A lot of people forget that.
Yeah, and the Sangler, it does provide quite a hefty blocker, but unfortunately a mass of 8 creatures. It's quite threatening. But the positive for John White here is that John White's at 13, so an alpha from everything doesn't put him dead, and he can just whittle away on these elementals as well.
Nikachu, I think he has it, safe at 1, right? That's a thing in Magic. Yeah, block 1 with Gurmag Angler. Goes back, so he's going to take 6, putting him at 7 here, and now...
So again, I believe we have 6 live outs, 4 Flamewake Phoenixes, and 2 Lightning Bolts.
Yeah. I think he would have played it. John White doesn't really slow roll.
No,
so
he really loves a good top deck, which I really appreciate. So Hollow 1 is not going to help you right now.
Bloodgas Haste is lethal. That's actually really interesting. I wonder if Jonathan Zacek actually thought about that. He might have something in his hand, but it's true. That is lethal because of this stupid menace.
Oh, does he have Bloodgas in hand?
No, but we're saying that.
Oh, double black, please.
Is it a Bloodgast?
Oh, he does have Bloodgas. That's lethal, right? Yeah, he only has an island in hand.
There's no way Nikachu forgot about this.
Oh.
Did he?
Yeah, he didn't consider this. This is game. Because this Flameblade Adept has menace.
There's no way. I feel like this is an uncharacteristic mistake.
Oh, this is game. This is for sure game. Oh, that's insane.
There's no, and you know what? I guarantee John White's thinking, like, do I have this? Did he actually just attack with 1
He has no choice, right? Just turn him sideways, John. John White taking a game, sneaking a victory off of John Zacek.
Hold on. Settle down.
Well,
Kevin, you're too excited.
Oh no!
Yeah. See, I was like, this would be a pretty uncharacteristic mistake of Jonathan Zacek.
Sorry, I was very preemptive
of Nikachu.
there.
So
yeah, I forgot that he had a draw.
See, Kevin, you need to just settle down a little bit.
Ooh, Electrolyze. Not as great when there is a Lord.
So, what is he even electrolyzing?
Yeah,
it doesn't even
I
matter.
imagine he's probably gonna Electrolyze one of the Lord that's on the board on the stack.
No, because we've already attacked Kevin. I think he's just drawing for an out. And we scoop our cards up here, right? Yeah, see, we kept it right.
Yeah.
Let's see if he does it. Oh, he's got nerves. Can he battle them?
Yeah, we got 5 lined up. Kiki Jiki. Do you have a counter? Do you have
a Harbinger of the Tides, right? That's all it takes off it.
Yeah. I think...
Oh, God, this would be so demoralizing for Chris. This will actually just ruin the rest of his plays because he'd be so discouraged if this doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't blame Chris going for it here.
The worst case that would have, like, it's not even the end of the world. Wow, he doesn't go for it.
Oh, what
is happening?
Net possibility with Resto and Kiki and decided not to go for it.
Okay, and just, you know what, guys, I actually know the answer to this. Like, he's just really respecting John, and he's respecting him too much here. Like, he thinks Nikachu is a literal god here. And, and I'm saying that with love, right? But it's just, he's just worried that he's going to lose to something. So now we're at the end of turn, and I suppose that Chris here is thinking, well, is this going to work? So he just he copies a wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't take any damage.
Okay, Chris, you have to go for it this time. Oh, okay, we're going for it. Does Zacek have a Harbinger?
So Harbinger is the card that disrupts this.
Now he cracks the relic.
We'll see if we have a Harbinger, So, is that a cavern? Yeah, it is.
So you didn't draw it. That was a clear island drawn, so...
I think we're doing the motions. All right.
Yeah, we're in game 3. Master Pro Trident, so he can opt to try to go for lethal.
Somebody in chat was saying that they saw Spell Pierce in Jonathan Zacek's hand as well. So, well, we have 2 masters.
With 2 masters.
Dress
and
Spring
a curse
1, I
catcher.
couldn't agree more with you. But I'm sure he had his reasons for it. Just kind of sucks. So let's see what we can do here. I think we just, we lead off with a curse catcher, play a lord, and that's the game, right? Hi-ya. We just turn our guys sideways, and maybe we should have not fetched islands. No, we
Presenting
always do.
lethal.
No, that Snapcaster cannot block.
Yeah. He can try to make the curse catcher just get popped.
Okay,
but
that's it.
yeah, that's the game.
So beat Hollowed One. Well, what is this deck called, John?
Hollow One aggro is generally what people are calling it. Just Hollow
I'm
One aggro.
Tyrone.
Hollow One aggro.
And I'm
Yeah. Yeah, most people are just calling it like Hollow One aggro. It's kind of what it's called.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a formal name yet, I don't
So
think.
got through Hollowed One aggro, and I just beat Jeskai. Jeskai Kiki, Kiki Resto, control, standard Chris Curry stuff.
Yeah, it was like
You beat me with your Japanese cards.
And then we're going into the finals. We're going to get our revenge on Lenny McKay. You beat me before in the top 8 of Fusion 3K, so this is my moment of... And Zacek, Nikachu doesn't forget, and it's going to be a feature match. Again, everyone can see whether, I can even the odds or he just sinks my score even deeper.
Benefits and negatives. This Goblin Guide is a huge problem now, though, because it's already dealt 4 damage, so it's a better vexing level now.
Yeah. I actually like the Spreading Seas a lot. So
And Lenny just snaps off the bow. Did you see that? No
well, he
hesitation.
already knew he was going to, so there's nothing to really think about there. But John just wants that. Maybe take him off of the Lightning Helix, maybe take him off of a Boros Charm, and get that island in play. It's going to need to be in play eventually anyways.
Yeah. And this is tough for Zacek. He's already down to 8 in theory. Oh, that's good too.
But you know what? Does Lenny have a follow-up here? He might not, right? He might be on one land. Like, that might have just been a Stone Ring here, Kevin, right?
That might have been, like, Boros Charms could be stranded in Lenny McKay's hand now.
Yeah, so, and, like, here goes the Aether Vial, so... Yeah. I don't even think that's the worst thing in the world. And I see another I also see another Spreading Seas, Kevin. Like, that could be the end of casting spells for Lenny. Yeah. So, Spreading Seas are really unassuming card. They can just take over games.
I don't think it's the worst play, since he has the Master Protron in hand, too.
So, there it is, right?
So you can just trade off with his Goblin Guide.
And John is still going to be casting spells here. Yeah. So if you're a fan of Nikachu MTG, like, you got to be happy about this, right? So
that looked like a really promising start from Lenny, but having islands in your burn deck is not good.
No, like, this is a liability at this point. I think Nikachu is going to stabilize here, and quite well. Attacks with Goblin Guide. Although, you have to be worried that as soon as Lenny finds a mountain, that you're just going to have a chain of lightning bolts thrown at your face.
Is that really going to happen, though? Because he could be stuck with Helixes and Boros Charms in hand, too.
Anyways, so it doesn't matter if they're islands or not. So then you have to reveal to draw, not off of Aether Vial. So, and I will actually show you why. So this card is going to be in Standard, so it's good to, whatever. Yeah, kind of a cool new art. I'm excited about that. I think this is a really healthy card for the for Standard. Whether it's East play or not is another question, but who knows. So we played so we vialed in a Lord of Atlantis.
I believe Lenny just draw past. It's because the Swiss Spear can't block.
These stupid Spreading Seas showing him his hand here, right? Like, and the game's just over.
Yeah, Spreading Seas lockout. Like, he can't draw that up any better. Yeah, but so far, Nikachu John Zacek has weathered the storm.
And still attacking. Yeah. You know what? And this is good. This, I think, is a sign of a very good player. Yeah. When they're just...
That's huge.
Yeah, he's at 5, though, so...
Yeah, but these Curse Catchers, like, Lenny for sure has some 2-mana spells stranded in his hand, for the most part. So, Lava Spike, okay.
God, we're living on a prayer here, chat. Yeah. If you're a fan of Nikachu, like, he needs some good vibes again.
This is tough.
The reason you would is because you're worried that your opponent is going to draw a bolt the following turn. And
I think for sure.
It. So he's actually up at 5
since
now.
These Mutavault.
It's a lot of damage. He is going to leave a Mutavault back. So he does a similar play, but it doesn't matter because it's 9/9 both ways. So
it's currently 9 damage. Yeah.
And I guess I suppose this is just a little bit safer in that a token is easier to kill than a Mutavault is. So.
And Lenny cannot possibly trump Bach to survive because he can't trump the Master Waves because protection from red. And he has way too many attackers to try to survive.
I'm just seeing what... So it is a reach, really, like we
Yeah.
thought it was. I'm just...
So currently 4-4 Metavolts. That is quite an amount of pressure.
Versus red. Oh my god.
Oh.
It doesn't end.
Oh, is he
Right.
swinging with Metavolt?
Yeah, and then it would be a draw.
Do you have Deflecting Ball? Deflecting Ball?
No, 2, 4, 6, 8. No, he would win. Yeah,
Yeah.
deflecting palm would end the game. Would win him the game.
Deflecting Ball.
That'd be really grimy. This would be a really, really grimy.
No, he
deflecting
doesn't
palm.
have it.
Okay.
Lenny doesn't slow roll.
So, and that's it.
We did it. We made Merfolk great again.
John, just give me a gist of the tournament. Like, how'd it go for you?
Everything went my way. That's how it went. Everything went my way. I got good matchups. I had good hands. Nothing went rough. Everything went according to plan. You got questions?
Wire
You
Trap
got
Weaver.
answers?
Wire Trap Weaver. Let's talk about that card. Ixalan Draft Common. How was it?
That thing didn't see too much play in the beginning, but saw much more play at the end. It is phenomenal. It doesn't look like that much, but like the fact that it interacts so well in the metagame right now.
Okay.
Tidebinder Mage used to be amazing, but the green decks are gone, and now
Sure.
we just see Eldrazi decks and Affinity and Death and Taxes, Death Shadow. Tidebinder Mage can't tap those things down, but Water Trap Weaver can, and it's a huge tempo swing.
Okay. So the big debate continues. Is blue-green in par with mono-blue?
I was a little... oh, yeah. I think right now there was just a big meta shift to Blood Moon and Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is back in a big way with the Jeskai list, and we see these Kiki Exarch decks, and even the Hollowed One deck is playing with like this red stuff. So I think red removal spells are big. Master Waves is back. Master Waves was crippled by... I mean, everything, like not just Fatal Push, but Collective Brutality and Flaying Tendrils and
whole bunch of nonsense.
Eldrazi Wasteland Strangler and stuff like that. So, but we're seeing a little bit less than that, and Lightning Bolt is returned big time. So I think Mono Blue is it's in a really good place right now. Probably better than our Simic Merfolk friend. Simic Merfolk though is going to be, I think Merfolk is going to turn into something like Delver, where there's many different flavors that are playable. And right now, the meta just happened to shift so strongly against our new Simic variation, but I think it's going to be very playable in the future. Just coming off of the fresh win of the Fusion 1.5K, and now it's time to Cube. Where they at? Oh, we got Adam Snapkeep Schultz and Madison GG Gibbons. Hello. As we're going to play some Cube tonight.
Get ready.
Something from Unstable.
Alright, you wanna watch? Here, you can watch me. I'll lay the cards out here.
If you guys are seeing this, then something amazing happened.
Oh, kitten.
Swamp.
Well, it's not a God box. That's too bad.